What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, aka the Marketing Meathead, and today I'm going to give you a update on Captivate and Follow Adder and show you how good it's working.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
All right, welcome back. So I did some videos a while back. Actually, both of them have gotten a lot of traction, and a few of you have actually purchased Follow Adder through my link. So I do appreciate that. It helps keep the channel growing, and I will include an affiliate link in today's video as well. Now, I do use a app on the iPhone store called Captivate, and I believe there's a free version of it, but I think the paid version is only like $5, and the paid version is what I find works the best for me. I want to say it was like $5 when I bought it. I don't even remember. But obviously it's not something that I have an affiliate link for, but it is called Captivate, and it is in the iPhone store. I'll show you what it looks like here on my phone. I'm going to kind of run through and kind of show you guys some samples. I'm going to show you how to use it properly and what I've been doing. This is what it looks like when you sign in, okay? It just says Captivate, and then basically this is what it looks like when you're in. So you have like a following. So these are the people that you're actually following. I can't click on it on my phone. That's funny. Okay, so what happens is here now, if you're using this every night like I've been using it, you get like a following of people, and you build it up, and you can only get up to 7,500. Okay, once you hit 7,500, you have to start unfollowing people. So what you need to do is so let me show you on my Instagram here. This is my I got this one set up on my Brian Surreal account here. Okay, so now this account was like stuck around 5,000 around the first of the year forever. I mean, it was like 4 years at like 4,500 or 5,000. Now since I've been growing it, I'm up to almost 7,800, and I am getting more traffic on it. I'm definitely, you can actually go into like the insights here, and you'll see I'm actually, you know, getting a lot of traffic, a lot of actions, 276 actions. Let me see if I can actually shrink this up. You can see the whole screen. All right, and so, you know, you see there's this is kind of annoying. I can't really take that off either. But I'm getting like, you know, a lot of profile visits in the last, you know, week, 1,200 visits, clicks to the website, etc. And actually, it shows you the posts that you've been getting a lot of clicks on and whatever. So I have my nightlife website in here, and it's getting, you know, it's getting a lot of traction. So I have put some cool stories in here and spiced it up a little bit, making it more fun for people to look, and, you know, hopefully they stick around and, you know, take some action. So anyway, you notice here I got 7,024 following. Okay, when that gets up to 7,500, you can't follow anybody else. So what you need to do is you need to come over here to Captivate. Okay, and now this is your following down here, this button on the left right here. Okay, you can't, well, you can't, it keeps getting blocked by the thing, but you click on that, and then what you do is you scroll up until you have on the bottom right here, see how it says 28 loaded. You want to get it up to, you know, probably want to clean it with about 1,000 at a time. It's just easier that way. So usually it loads like 200 at a time. For some reason it's being kind of slow because it's plugged into the computer, but usually when it's on like a quick Wi-Fi, it'll load like 200 at a time. And then what you need to do is, I'm sure there's some people in this mix here of people, like it's loading slow because it's plugged into the computer. But say I want to still follow that girl, I want to follow that girl, this dude, that girl. You just click on them, okay, and then click, you know, here's a few here that people that I might want to follow, whatever. This is just a sample anyway. You see here now it's loading some more. It's just slow because it's plugged in. All right, so once you select the people that you do want to stay following, you just click on Actions here on the top right, and you just click on Add to Whitelist. Now those people are going to stay in your whitelist. Now the rest of the people, you just go Select All, and then you go to Actions, and then you click Unfollow. And then what you want to do is then add to the cloud queue. See how you got Start Now, Add to Local Queue, Add to the cloud queue. Now if you start now, it's going to unfollow all these people right away and probably throw up a red flag. If you add to the local queue, you have to have your phone open in a night mode for it to start working, okay? The cloud queue works in the background while you're doing your thing during the day, and it just unfollows people. So you want to add to the cloud queue, okay? And now that is the way that it's going to unfollow those people. So over the next hour, it'll unfollow, there's 31 here selected, loaded, and it's only, there was about 6 or so that I put on the whitelist. So it'll unfollow about 25 people. Okay? So that's how you unfollow people. All right? So once you get up to, close to 7,500, you probably want to unfollow about 1,000 people and keep your ratio down. Now, some people argue the fact that there should be, you should only have 500 or 1,000 people you're following. I agree with that to a point. I do think that it makes a difference when you look on someone's profile and they only have 300 or 400 followers, then they're actually legit. But while I'm growing this thing, which is right now, I'm kind of trying to build this up, get it up to 10K plus, and I'll tell you why in a second. And while I'm trying to grow it, the following doesn't really matter to me. Okay, until I get it. Once I get it up to a more respectable number, like say 10 or 15 or 20K. Well, then I'll only maybe follow 500 to 1,000 at a time, and then I'll just keep cleaning it as I go. But I'll probably have 400 or 500, 600 people in there that I actually know that I want to do follow. Okay, so right now it is what it is. But somebody was asking me, is this? Somebody was on YouTube the other day saying, "Oh, well, that follow unfollow method doesn't work. Those aren't actively engaged people." I beg to differ. I think it does work. Here's a post that I did not too long ago. It got 350 likes. Okay, and of course it's a fast car. It's a 458 Spider or 488 Spider, whatever that thing is. Yeah, 488, and 350 likes. So people, you put good content in front of these people, they're gonna like it. Okay, it's that simple. Now I am doing a lot of promotions right now for my Halloween event here, so it's a lot of posts with Halloween costumes and stuff. I have a big event that sells out 22 to 2,500 people every year in Chicago, so that's what I'm pushing right now. And then I'll archive a lot of this stuff after Halloween. Some of this stuff I can archive now because I don't need a gazillion posts with all the same stuff. So you can just archive it, okay? And then once those things are archived, they're there, but they're just not on your feed, okay? So you want to clean this up every once in a while if you're doing a promotion. So archive, okay? So that's unfollowing people, okay? Now if you want to follow people, and with the hopes of them to actually follow you back, you want to go over here to Captivate, okay? And now you want to go to the search tab. Now what you want to do is you'd want to search people that are say I'm in the nightclub business, so people that are going to go and follow me, they're probably going to be interested in say Prism Nightclub in Chicago. Okay, so I'm going to follow Prism Nightclub, and then we'll go in and open the Prism page, and then we'll click on followers. Okay, and then basically it's the same thing here. You scroll up, and it'll load another it loaded 194. See the bottom right, and then I'll loaded another 200, and there you go, boom. So 389 people are loaded, and they're following Prism, so they're probably the clientele that I like. I'm actually part owner of the nightclub Prism in Chicago, so I'm going to do a quick select here, and I'm going to select all, and then we're going to do an actions, and we're just going to follow, and then we're going to add to the local queue. Okay, so click add to the local queue. Now what happens is those people are now, you could add them to the cloud queue and they'll be following, you'll be following those people throughout the day. I personally just kind of like to run this at night, not 24/7. I think that if you do 24/7, you might get some errors and potentially your account shut down because obviously Instagram knows you're screwing around here. But so I go in at night, and then I go into the settings tab here on the bottom right and see where it says night mode, and I see how it says pending actions, okay? And then I just click start on the top right, and it'll start following those people at night. So when I wake up in the morning, then I just go ahead and close it, and now I'm not following anybody throughout the day. I am still unfollowing those people, or the people that are that I'm unfollowing. It's still going to be going down if I have it in the cloud mode, okay? So I personally like to use the night mode in the local queue to follow people, and then I use the cloud queue to unfollow people, okay? And it's been working pretty well. Let me show you guys some examples of a couple other accounts I have, and I'll tell you kind of where I started. Now, let's see, where'd it go? Instagram. All right, so we're going to cancel out of this. All right, so I have a number of accounts on here. You can have up to 5 on any device, okay? And here's an account that that I started from zero. Okay, I started from this account from zero around the first of the year. It was zero, literally non-existent. So I've grown it almost to 4,300. I'm going to imagine by the end of the year I'll have it up to 6 or 7K, maybe even 10K at the rate it's growing. You can see I added some nice videos to make the profile look legit. My VA posts like real nice, like club, high-res images and stuff. She finds them online, whatever. Some of these pictures I do post myself and I do take myself. Most of them I don't. Let me just give you an example here of the, a couple of the emails I've been getting on this. Oops. So here's the inbox, and here's one from a guy. Look, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the ad support. Love, much appreciated. I'm going to be in Vegas next week for a bachelor party. Boom. 6 to 8 guys. He gave me his name and cell, and he's coming in this weekend. Now, he hasn't booked anything yet, but he acts like he's going to book something. So we'll see. This could turn into, my average customer value out here is about $350. So if he books something, figure $350. Maybe it's a little less, maybe it's a little more, but that's $350 off an account that didn't exist 9 months ago. Okay, it really didn't exist. No, it was up, but it didn't have any followers. And I've grown this with the Captivate overnight. Pretty much, I don't do it every single night, but I do it 4, 5, 6 nights a week, pretty consistently. Okay, and so that's an example of a lead that comes in. I got another girl here. People hit me up with like guest list stuff, which I don't really do, but I can pass that along and trade with that out here. But it's definitely working. Okay, 100%. This method works. It brings people to your page. It draws attention to your website. In this particular case, I have my website Vegas VIP services here, and you look at the insights. It'll show like website clicks, 13 in the last week. So it's 13 people that went and checked out my website. Man, that's pretty good. I'll take that. So, that's Vegas VIP services. Now, let's talk about another one here. This one's Surreal. This one was at about 5,000 at the beginning of the year, maybe 5,500, and it was stagnant. I had the account for like 5, 6 years, and it wasn't growing. It wasn't doing anything. So I started the unfollow method on this one, and now I'm up over 10.5. And I've definitely noticed when you hit like 10,000 that the account grows faster. For some reason, that must be a trigger in Instagram's thing that you're a legit account now, and you've hit 10,000, and this account is growing by like 100 every couple days now. So it's definitely growing, and I do believe once you have 10,000 followers, you can actually put links in your stories, and people can click on those links. Now, I haven't experimented around with that yet, but I just broke 10,000 a couple days, a week or so ago. But that's what I understand is the big advantage of getting to 10,000. But on top of that, I think you get a lot more love in the algorithm when you hit 10,000. So we are doing some Halloween promotions and whatnot, and some club promotions on this one. It's actually doing very well. I am getting some leads. One of the things I do want to complain about is, you get a lot of spam when you do the unfollow method. There's a lot of people that have like auto messages and stuff on, so you get a lot of spam and a lot of junk. It's almost like a full-time job to go through every day and clean all this crap up, which is kind of annoying. But on the flip side, these are assets that, technically you don't own this asset because it is, owned by Instagram, and they could shut you down at any minute. But it is an asset that if you can keep it up and you do legit stuff on it, that, when I go to sell any one of these companies, you would sell the social media followings with the company, and obviously the larger the following, the more valuable it is. So, as I'm, progress over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years and get ready to probably make an exit from the current business I'm in at some point, this will be a nice asset. All these will be nice assets that'll be built up to maybe 30, 40, 50,000 people and driving leads on their own without any having to pay. I mean, I do kind of pay a VA to keep these up and post on them and stuff, so there is some money involved, but it's minimal. Okay, so that's the Captivate method. Go through this video as many times as you like and just walk through it and see how it works. If you want to follow my quote page, this is Marketing Meathead, and this was pretty much a dead profile for like 3 years. It was stuck at like 3,000 or 4,000, and I've been using the unfollow method, and I'm up to 7,500, and likely see 10K on this one by the end of the year. And this one I'll probably start using more for my internet marketing blog, YouTube videos, etc., etc. And I'm gonna make this into more of a personal page. This, the Brian Surreal one's kind of been my personal page, but as I transition to my older, this is my personal page now, pretty girls, parties, whatnot, that's who I am, what I do. But as I get older and start to, graduate from the party scene, I want to have a personal profile that's more into fitness, making money online, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of my idea with Marketing Meathead. I've been growing it just with, quotes and whatnot. My VA does this for me, and it's been growing nicely. We're up to 7,500, and we'll probably see 10K before it's all over here at the end of this year. And again, I have to unfollow people once you get it up to 7,500. I just unfollowed about 1,000 or 1,500 people the other day. So that's part of it. Okay, the other part is follow adder here, guys. So right now, I have just set up some auto messages. Let me see if there's any auto messages set up in Brian's Surreal, because I use that one for. I do auto messages to that one as well. So let me take a look here in the inbox. Let's see if there's any in here. I'll show you what the auto message looks like. I'm sure there's one in here somewhere. Just gotta find it. You can see I get a lot of messages. A lot of people hitting me up, asking me for hookups in Vegas, whatnot. It's pretty crazy. Going deep in here. A lot of messages. I just want to show you guys what my auto message looks like. I guess I could open this up and show you guys. All right, why don't we do that? So yeah, I got an auto message in here. This thing's got some statistics and whatnot. Let's see, it's been a minute since I've even been in here. Here's the overview. Surreal. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So you'll see I have it's under thank you DM, okay? And basically what I have here is a DM, a direct message that they get, and then there's a photo. You have to attach like a photo to it. So let's see. Here's one of mine. There's the photo. I don't want to screw this thing up. I don't use it that much. Once I set it up, it was kind of like, you said, there it is. Okay. So there's my photo, and that photo goes out with this message. Hey, thank you for the follow. I'm dropping daily value. Now, one thing that sucks about this, I haven't been able to figure out how to actually put like a clickable link in. So it sends out I got it set up for like 20 a day. So when people follow me, they get this DM saying, hey, thank you for the follow. Check out my YouTube. And then what I usually do is I go back and hit the people up manually with the link. Okay. It's a little bit of a cumbersome process, but it has been working. I've been getting subscribers to my YouTube and whatnot. And Rome wasn't built in a day, but it is definitely working. So follow adder, my VA. When you set this up, you can set it up on your machine, and it kind of runs off your CPU of your computer. So I'm just running DM comments for Marketing Meathead and Brian Surreal. My VA, she's got a whole bunch of stuff set up for like comments on people's pictures, likes, all this other stuff. So she's really using this thing a lot more than I am, but it's working. I mean, the thing about a social network and Instagram and the way the algorithm works is if you're liking, you're commenting, and you're doing stuff on there on all these profiles on a regular basis, and follow adder helps you do that automated, but I do it some manually as well, then the algorithm gives you more love because you're an active user. Social media it's a social media platform, so it rewards active users. So if you're active on these platforms, surprisingly, it really starts to work. You start getting leads, people start finding you more, you show up in more people's feeds. It just works. Like, it's actually working very well for us. We have a number of profiles, and collectively we've been getting in 4, 5, 6, 7 leads a week on all the profiles. Now some of them are junk and some of them are a waste of our time, but you do get the one like I showed you, that bachelor party one. That's a good one. So I'll leave a link here for follow adder below. This is pretty easy to set up. It's pretty self-explanatory. And it runs on your local machine. If you shut your computer off or in night mode, this will not run. So you want to kind of leave it in on basically, and then it'll run because it is running off your CPU. But that works pretty well for all kinds of different stuff. You can see here there's all kinds of different things you can do. You can follow, unfollow. You can share, like, comment, all kinds of different stuff. You just got to go around and then play around with it, set it up. Don't make it too spammy. Don't make it too ridiculous, and then you should be okay. We've been running it on all these accounts for over a year now, or close to a year now, and we're still rocking. So we haven't had any accounts shut down. So I think we're doing okay and staying below the algorithm radar. So go ahead and add marketingmeathead.com if you could on Instagram, and obviously if you're probably following my YouTube, you've probably seen this this one before, but other than that, hopefully you guys learned some today. I tried to, this is really working. This is stuff that's actually working now. I know a lot of people are interested in growing their Instagram accounts, and why wouldn't you? It's a free platform. Just with a little bit of work every day and a little bit of interaction, you can start to grow a nice following. I'm growing my YouTube off this. I'm actually getting clicks to all my websites off this. I'm getting leads from all this, and it's just costing me. My VA spends a little bit of time every day, maybe an hour a day. I pay her $5.50 an hour, and she's actually basically, for $5.50 an hour, she's probably spending 1 to 2 hours a day on these posts and all the other stuff. And, that's not much to invest in these assets that I'm building up. Now, unfortunately, you don't control this asset. Facebook and Instagram own the asset, but if you play within their rules and their terms of service and you don't go off the beaten path too far, you can actually keep these profiles up for years and you can actually sell them at some point. So hopefully you guys learned something today. If you're new to this channel and did enjoy what you saw today, I would appreciate a like on the video, and go ahead and subscribe and bang that notifications bell. And if you're new to the channel, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you guys have any tricks for me that maybe I don't know about for Instagram, and I'd be willing to hear them. Put it in the comments below. I love hearing about new things. I try to keep up with the latest and greatest, and so far this has been working really well. It does also work that I'm getting these profiles so built up, and I like and comment them on each other, and I kind of play them off each other, and it seems like that helps them grow quicker too. So once you have 3 or 4 or 5 profiles of 7,500, 10K, you start liking those, and that's like a power profile liking another power profile. So it's actually helps the algorithm too. So keep that in mind when you're growing some Instagrams. Maybe grow 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 like I am. Actually, I think we had 7 or 8 we're growing right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. I am the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.